damn excited to get 35 free Titleist, used Titleist, but he doesn't like Titleist anymore. So he gave me his Titleist balls. I'm thinking, what a gift this is.
You're sponsored.
Oh my God.
You're a true pro.
So then I pull out a Titleist today, a Titleist ball, going to play it, and I look at it. It's a Pro V, and it's got it on the other side. It's got Drunk Paul written on it. Drunk Paul. So they're custom-made balls for Paul, for some drunk Paul.
Drunk. Well, listen,
Guys, I really enjoy this show when I'm on, and I really, I hope the Leafs can win it so we can keep. If the Leafs lose tonight, am I done for the year?
No. We're taking your
Rolling the distance.
right through free agency, end of July. All right, man. Enjoy the game. Thanks for doing this. Doug McLean,
thanks
off
a
the
lot
rails.
for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
Okay, hang up
Mac.
now. Drunk Paul.
Thanks a lot for having me on.
Let's welcome in Drunk Paul.
Let's see if we can get him to replace Mac.
Oh, my God. So? You didn't even bring up the Tocchet thing. How did he not bring that up? Remember, middle of the year, he was like, he said that.
Yeah.
I cannot believe.
Hey, bring him back
Mac,
on.
Mac,
Bring him back
Mac,
on.
Mac.
Bring him back on.
Hang in there, Mac.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What?
You're like the guy that, stopped breathing and we put paddles on you and now you're back to life.
He's back.
Hey, we can't end the segment without talking about you, 3 months ago, telling us Tocchet's going to Philly.
I'm an insider. You think Elliot Friedman's the only insider in the game? Like, seriously. Yeah, I knew it. I called it. It's one of the few calls I've got right, but get a tape of that and run it every once in a while when you're doing promos for this show. McLean called it.
Based on your information and your sources, should Vancouver file tampering charges? What do you think? You think it's a good fit? It's the only fit. It was the one that was there all along.
It was there. It's a natural for me. It's a natural for me. I really want to see Rick Tocchet do something. Look, he had a bad team in Tampa. It didn't turn out very well. He didn't have a great team, obviously, in Arizona. He makes the playoffs 1 year in Vancouver, and then they're out the next year. I mean, with everybody after him, I'd like to see him really do something,
Okay, we're going to, I want the ending of Ferris Bueller's Day Off where, he's going, you're still here? It's over. Go home. Go home.
I'm out. Look, we're ordering pizza, and I'm going to go down and have a beer and try to relax. The stress of this show is driving me right around the bend. I got to come up with great information every week. I'm done. I'm tired.
All right.
Take a break.
See you later.
You're free.
Yeah, go away because the good news is we're not. We should
Take care, guys.
You don't get to double invoice us, because you came back.
Okay.
All right, Doug McLean finally gone.
I have to say, you throwing to him and him still
being there. How long
It's
do you
one of the.
typically
It's one of
stay
the.
what
there?
it is.
That's one
No, I'm
of the
gonna tell you
funniest
what it is.
moments I've ever seen on this
I'm
show.
going to tell you what it is. He doesn't leave because he thinks we're going to still talk about him after. So he's trying to listen in.
I suggested replacing him with the drunk guy, so,
Drunk Paul.
Drunk Paul.
Can we find you, Drunk Paul?
God, that was so funny. Game time.
Do we have enough energy?
It's game time. Presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 19 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. All right. One game tonight, 8 p.m., Sunrise, Florida, and your Toronto Maple Leafs are prohibitive underdogs. They are plus 195 tonight. Plus 195. The Florida Panthers are minus 240.
Do they have a puck line? Can I get Leafs plus a goal and a half? For a decent-
Leafs plus goal and a half is minus 135.
I'd consider that bet.
Okay.
Because if you think it's going to OT or it's going to be close.
I'm looking quickly at goal scoring here as I quickly pull this up. you got to think at some point here, fellas, that Austin Matthews is going to score a goal. Is that am I allowed to say that or no?
I don't know.
No?
Yeah, you are allowed.
Give me tonight a Austin Matthews goal against the Florida Panthers. Plus 180. Plus 180. Austin Matthews breaks his playoff streak against the Florida Panthers of what is it now? 10 games?
10 games.
No, 11 games. No, this is the 11th game he's played against
Got
the
to be a
Leafs.
power play goal.
Okay, whatever it is.
Okay.
Still counts as a goal. Anytime goal scorer, Austin Matthews tonight against the Florida Panthers. Looking ahead quickly, just wanted to look at the golf because we've, just a full disclosure, everybody, we have the PGA Championship on inside our studio. Scotty Scheffler, who is -3. The leaders are at -8, which is Jonathan Vegas. Scotty Scheffler is the favorite at plus 400. Bryson DeChambeau, the second at plus 650. And some really good value on Vegas. If you think he's going to be able to pull this off, which I don't know if he will be able to, but plus 1,200 for the guy who's leading the tournament by 2. So there you go. Could be a really good. Could be a really good sports weekend. We got this. We got the Game 7 in the NBA, Jets, all the stuff that's going on. Preakness Stakes. So ready to rock. And that was Game Time presented by Bet365. Visit the app's latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must be 18 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
All right, great job, Sammy.
Thanks, man.
We're going to do a couple texts. Text us at 590-590 if you can squeeze a few out.
Can I ask you a journalistic question here, a producing question? We still have a few Leaf flying callers.
Yeah.
And I know it's our national hour, and I know...
Yeah,
but-
we'll let a couple
but they're-
come by.
They're the only show in town tonight.
The only showing.
It's on Sportsnet.
Yeah.
It's the hockey game of record
I-
tonight.
Okay,
I
we're going to play a
did-
couple Leaf line callers when we come back.
Okay,
here.
but I did want to plan on having an Ovechkin conversation with you guys
Okay.
after the break
We can do that.
because Washington was eliminated.
Think he's going to retire?
Ovi's like 40 years old. I think he's got another year on his deal. He's already got the record. What's left? Is it time for Ovi to move on?
From hockey or to the KHL?
That and more
Oh,
when we
yeah.
return
Sorry,
to
Leaf Flying.
Real Kipper and Born. As a reminder, this hour of Real Kipper and Born brought to you by Bet365. Nick Kiprios, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. We bring it home on this Friday evening.
I just saw a stat. The Toronto Maple Leafs, who play tonight, have not lost 4 games in a row the entirety of the 2024-2025.
Ooh.
Now, did they play
Bets are
the Florida
changing it.
Panthers 82 games or no?
They did not,
Hey,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Are bets changing as we speak based on this information Sammy's bringing?
I sure hope not. Be better with your money than that.
I mean, it's not nothing.
Not something.
Okay.
Okay.
Going to break.
Ovi?
Wanted to talk to you guys about Alexander Ovechkin and the buildup that that went throughout the regular season. Will he do it? Will he not do it? Break Wayne Gretzky's record. He did it. I don't know if maybe that had something to do with maybe energy falling off a little bit for them, or maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know where the whole thing fits in. But moving forward with the record already in place now, and Ovechkin turning 40 or is 40? Sammy?
I don't think.
Google it
I don't think.
Is
he's
he 40?
I don't think he's 40 yet.
He's turning 40.
He is going to turn 40 years old on September 17th, fellas.
He is signed through 25, 26 at another $9.5 million hit. How long? And listen, he did not look good in the playoffs.
How much?
You look good against the crappy Habs, but not against Carolina.
No.
How much do you think he could make in a season in the KHL?
I don't think money's a factor here, to be honest with you. So I think he goes home if he wants to go home because that's where his family is. That's where his heart is. We've known that for a long time. Do you want to do it later? Do you want to still think you can be part of a Stanley Cup in Washington? I think there's times when he really looks his age. And is that Is that a spot better for a younger player that can move forward with some of the young players in Washington?
You see a world where he comes back in like January or something, just like gets a whole bunch of rest and tries to take another run at it.
Because he is who he is, it's just he's got to be so good in his game for him to come back and then create all that attention. And the one thing that I was really worried about this season going in is whether it was going to turn the Washington Capitals into the Ovechkin Capitals.
Yeah.
And to Carberry's credit and the rest of the coaching staff and the players, they found a way to get him or help him, cross the finish line with the record and not lose the focus of team and having a great season, which they did. They had an amazing season, disappointing second round, but an amazing season on a historic moment.
Way better than any of us thought they'd be this
For sure.
Not me. I thought they couldn't do both.
Yeah.
Couldn't have a great team season and get this guy the record at the same time. One was going to overwhelm the other, and it didn't, to their credit, but I don't know, maybe it caught up to them at the end.
So let me ask you something, because I think it does put the Caps in a bit of an awkward spot. Let's say he comes back, he's not good. The puck's not going in at the same rate. He's a 20-goal guy next year, and that's the only thing he's doing. Like, let's say it's not pretty. You don't want to have to put your superstar Hall of Famer on the third line, you don't